of the River Kingdoms lies an old Pathfinder lodge, once thought lost. A lodge shrouded in secrecy and mystery, driving many to believe that its goals are not that of exploration, but of more nefarious purposes. Recently, an unknown venture captain has reopened the lodge and recruited a new group of Pathfinder agents to do its bidding. Whether their goals are to benefit the society or something much more sinister is yet to be seen. Welcome to Tales from the Black Lodge.
Hey everyone, welcome to Rule for Combat Tales from the Black Lodge. I'm your GM and host Stephen Glicker, and in this week's episode, you get to find out what happens when the battle goes into the water. Oh no! So as you all know, this is the episode that we ran at PaizoCon with Erik Mona, and one of the funny things is, like, every single Pathfinder adventure we've been doing is either on the water or takes place at some part near water. And I asked Erik about this, and he said, well, how else are you going to get around this world? You're going to be using boats. And you know what? He's right. If you think about it, if this is a semi-medieval society, I mean, sure, people can teleport, and I guess there's horses, but there's not a lot of really good roads. The roads are only iffy in the world of Golarion, but there's water everywhere, and there's a lot of ports. So I guess if you're going to start somewhere, you're going to have to usually start at a port or on a ship. So yeah, you're going to be using water quite a bit. I never really thought about it before, but after talking to Erik, that is actually what I love. I mean, obviously not everyone has access to someone like Erik Mona, who basically invented half this game from his own home system, but you get to find out the method behind the madness. You get to find out why things are set up a certain way. They actually think these things through. They don't just randomly put them in. And, I mean, of course they do, but it's more fun when you get to actually talk to them and find out. And maybe I'll do that. Maybe I will have a session with Erik Mona, and I'll open it up to audience participation, kind of an Ask Me Anything with Erik Mona, where we could just ask questions about the Pathfinder world. Not necessarily about products or anything specific to that, but just why certain things were designed certain ways. You know, a lot of the gods from Pathfinder are actually from his home campaign. A lot of the dungeons he wrote are from his home campaign. So you get to just hear how they just convert, you know. I mean, everyone did this. Gygax did this. Everyone did. Where they just took their own home games and just put them into the game and just did it and said, here you go. This is what we're going to be using. So it's just, you know, really fun when you get to hear the origin of all these items that you've been playing for so long and what they were thinking when they actually created them. You hear that a little bit in this episode, not a ton, but there's a little bit here and there. It is also strangely fascinating when you're playing with someone like Erik Mona and you're the GM. Now, I've actually sat down in the past and had Jason Bowman and Chris Perkins as my GM, and those are obviously some of the biggest names in role-playing. And when they're GM, you know, you don't question it because these are guys who actually help make the game. But when it's flipped around and you're the GM for the people at Paizo or people like Erik who really made the game and know the rules, it is a little nerve-wracking, a little bit, that you really should know the rules and you should know how things are done. But at this point, I'll be honest, I'm pretty comfortable. I've been doing this for quite a long time. I have hundreds of sessions of Pathfinder 2nd Edition under my belt. I discuss the rules with other people at Paizo all the time. I feel that 98% of the time I usually get the rules right off the top of my head. And for the 2 or 3% that I don't, I get to look it up because, hey, internet, we got everything at our fingertips, right? But I won't lie, it's both exhilarating and exciting and terrifying to GM Erik Mona. And on top of that, this setup required 3 computers, and we don't really do live shows. And the reason is because too much can go wrong. It's like one thing when you're doing a live show on Twitch and it's just you and a video game, but when you're doing these games where you have multiple people from multiple locations, and then you have custom sound effects, and you have custom overlays, and then you have custom animations. And I actually had to have 3 versions of Roll20 going at the same time. It really gets nerve-wracking, because if anything fails, everything goes down. I did actually have backups, and I had backups of the backups, because I am in technology, and there's one thing I have seen is anything you can imagine that has ever gone wrong in your life in the world of technology, I have seen it and then some. I was once locked in a building at 4 a.m. and I couldn't get out because it was on fire, and I had to get a presentation that was going to be shown that morning at 9 a.m. to a Fortune 500 company. And because your building's on fire at 4 a.m. is not an excuse that they would have accepted. So we actually had to keep working even though we couldn't leave the building, and it was locked down, and then we eventually got everything working. I have seen things you can't imagine. So with that in mind, I made sure I had a lot of backups. But of course, you know, saying one thing and doing something else completely different. But I think it all came out really well, and strangely, which never, ever, ever happens to us, we had exactly 3 hours to finish this, and we went to 3 hours on the dot. That was unbelievable. Never in my entire history of gaming has that ever happened, and it probably will never, ever happen again. And speaking of live gaming, by the time you hear this, it already would have happened. I was streaming and running a game for Gen Con for Paizo, and we had Luis Loza on. Again, same characters as last time, except Luis has a new character. I have no idea what this character is like. By the time you listen to this, it already would have occurred. Hopefully it went smoothly. But one thing I did learn from this is, if you notice, I have a lot of audience participation. I added a ton more audience participation into my Gen Con game. I put in a whole section where the audience can actually play with the PCs and even indirectly affect the game, because I just thought, why not? You know, if they're there watching, might as well just have them be part of the adventure. And also, these are simple adventures. No one's really gonna die. I mean, they're quests. How hard can they be? Also, these guys are level 2, so they can take a little bit of a pounding before they die. So, if you guys want to decide what the monsters do, I'm fine with that. Worst thing that happens is someone dies. Oh well. Anyhow, do check that out. Just go to our YouTube channel. Just go to youtube.rollforcombat.com and you can see the show from Gen Con and check that out. I hope it was really good. Also, real quick, Patreon. For $10, you guys can watch us live, and we're starting a brand new game, brand new podcast, brand new show with this group. This group you are listening to right now, the Black Lodge, is starting a brand new game, brand new characters. And let me tell you, they got to use the Advanced Player's Guide when they made their characters, and they went off. They went crazy. I think Chris's character is all Advanced Player's Guide. Every single thing he did came from the Advanced Player's Guide, except for the class. The class is still one of the classic old classes, but all the other options, I think everything came from the Advanced Player's Guide. He went nuts. He took things you can't even imagine. When you hear his character, I actually saw the character sheets, and the amount of text that was just in the description of his character, it should be like 2 or 3 words. It was like 2 or 3 lines long. He just lost it, but it really is going to make for a fun adventure. But if you want to be on the ground floor and start listening to that one, $10 a month, patreon.rollforcombat.com. You can start from the very beginning, because the podcasts are probably not going to be out until September, but you can start listening to them from day one. You'll be right on the ground floor. I think you're going to like it. It's going to be really, really different than anything we've done to date. And of course, if you just want $5, you can listen to everything early. That's it. $5, you can listen to things early. And there's things above that where you can play with us, hang out with us, all that. So just go to patreon.rollforcombat.com, and then obviously do check out our Discord channel, just discord.rollforcombat.com. You can play games, you can get free t-shirts, lots of stuff going on there. And then finally, make sure you do check out Jason's many reviews. He's reviewing all the hardcover books. He definitely has the Advanced Player's Guide. That's up on the site. He is finishing up Legends right now. That should be on the site by the time you get to this. Just go to rollforcombat.com. Just go to the review section. There they are. Anything that's a hardcover book, Jason ends up reviewing for the site. I know he's doing some Starfinder books. Those might take a little bit longer. That might or might not be up by the time you listen to this, but I know the Pathfinder books he definitely will have done by the time you listen to this. So do check that out. But with that, let's get to the conclusion of our special game with Erik Mona at PaizoCon 2020. As Voltaris, Peepers, and Nix-Nox jump, and Thorgrim jump onto the other ship, suddenly you see mold, lots of gray mold.
Oh, no.
Spring up from your shuffling of your feet up into your nostrils and your face. Everybody, except for Nella, give me a fortitude save.
Oh,
Did I mention I had my helmet on?
Mr. Peepers gets a 15. Voltaris gets a 15. Nix-Nox gets a 12. And Thorgrim the Lion
19.
gets a 19.
Yes.
So poor Mr. Nix-Nox. He starts choking a little bit.
Oh, no, little one.
And, 4 points of damage, Nix-Nox.
Nix-Nox, stay 6 feet away from me, please, at all times.
So mark that off, Nix-Nox, that you took some damage. You take that off. You take some damage there, and sure enough, the mold seems to be all around Voltaris, Mr. Peepers, and Thorgrim. What do you do? Hurry!
Well, is the mold still there, or is it just around us, or is it like all over the ship?
I will do a perception for you. Give me a second. Oh, Mr. Peepers can easily see the area where the mold is encompassing. Let me show you. Give me a second. Hold on. There we go. That area is where you see the mold.
Naturally.
And I point this out. I say, behold,
Wow.
the mold.
Behold the mold.
The mold.
I think we got a good lawsuit against the captain of the ship shaping up for putting the boards right where the mold was.
Yeah, seriously.
Don't worry about it. Nix-Nox, give me another saving throw. As you were still coughing up the mold as it's settling nicely into your lungs. An 8. An 8 is
I hate the
Nix-Nox, get out of the mold. Move yourself.
He can roll
Get out of the mold.
It's a hero point to re-roll a.
he can if he wants, but
Nah, I don't want to.
he does. This is baby stuff. You take 1 point of poison damage, and you're clumsy, so you're all like blah, like sort of like bumbling around. Give me another saving throw, Mr. Nix-Nox.
Oh, my God. I'll be
Wait
right
a
back.
second.
2 seconds.
This antidote that I have.
Oh, Nix-Nox. He actually manages to cough some of it out. He's feeling better. He takes 3 points of damage, and after a vigorous round of coughing, the mold is gone and out of his throat.
Wow.
Good job.
Quarantining him.
So, okay. You're on the ship, and you don't see any signs of a dead body or Gorget or.
Do we see anything that's like a way to get down?
Yeah. You could definitely get down.
Nella, mind the mold.
How
Can
would we get
I
down?
avoid the mold getting on, or do a jump to get over it or something?
You actually. Give me a second.
He's only.
Or even do a quick produce flame and blow some of it out of there.
Yeah, exactly. Can you burn it? Like, can you do nature to identify the mold and find out if produce flame will burn it
Yes.
away or aggravate it?
Or make
Yeah,
it grow.
you think I did it for you using your forest lore. You were able to determine that you can remove or neutralize the mold without disturbing it using flame. It should be okay.
All right,
Upgrade
well,
the
I'm
smoke.
gonna start clearing a spot to step into and just.
I
work my
use
way.
produce flame and I assist. I am all about clearing all of that mold away.
Okay,
I'll
you
just
guys-
do it.
You two use your cantrips and clear all the mold away while covering your mouth and nose since you do not breathe in any of the toxic fumes. and it is gone as if it was never there. Good job. Woohoo! So it looks like there's multiple ways to go down. So how would you wish to proceed?
Like, what are the ways? I mean,
First thing I want to try. One thing I want to try is I want to try to detect magic toward the fore and towards the aft and see if we. I mean, I don't know that the Gorget is magical, but it's worth a shot. If it's a valuable treasure.
Right. And while Nella's doing that, I try to bum a potion off of somebody to get some healing back.
That's right.
Yeah, I have one. Actually, yeah, you could have mine.
All right, so I do that. So what is that? What does that potion give you?
If you,
lesser
1d8.
healing, whatever the lesser healing is.
1d8.
Here, drink this. You might should help you. I'm going to do a medicine check just to see if he,
It's good.
just to see if he is like affected by. Like, is this going to be a long term? Like, is it going to grow in his lungs or anything like that?
No, it's not rock grub.
Okay.
No, I think that's what that last save was. It looks like it's one of those stage things, and I staged my way out of it.
You staged. He was fine. He staged his way out. There's a couple of ways. Oh wait, what were you saying that Nella was doing? Sorry,
I want to try to do a couple detect magics if I can sort of angle it.
You detect magic
toward the back of the ship.
There's no magic, and as far as you know, this is actually not magical. So that's doesn't surprise you. So it's there's no magic.
Okay, it was worth a try.
All right, let's go below. I think I see a hatch over here.
Wait, please. I'm starting to be alarmed that this may be more dangerous than I had originally thought. I would like to take a moment to cast mage armor upon myself. So I do.
Excellent.
Mage armor.
I am impressed with your arcane prowess.
Mr. Peepers is going to equip himself with 2 short swords.
So how much armor class does that give you? A lot, actually, right?
4, probably.
Let's see here. +1 item bonus to AC. You use your unarmed proficiency.
It's actually not that great.
It's not that good. No, it's just +1, isn't it?
So you ward yourself with shimmering magical energy, gaining +1 item bonus to AC, with a maximum dexterity modifier of 5.
Right.
Well, you went up from an AC of 11 to 12. Good
but
job.
it stacks with unarmed defense.
Yeah. It's decent.
Better than nothing. Yeah. I'm gonna equip my shield and get my trusty trident at the ready.
Okay. You're all ready. Everyone's ready for combat, except for you're on the ship. So what are you gonna do? You look underneath. Nella doesn't detect magic. You look at some of the portholes, and sure enough, underneath the deck, water. Like just
Nella, did you use a spell to do that, or do you have an innate ability?
It's a cantrip.
Yeah. Okay. Is it? Wait, detect magic is a cantrip for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, because I have detect magic at will also. This is why.
Excellent. Well, let's go down.
The ways down are what now? There's a few of them?
There's just a couple of ways. This one's going to be a little bit more abstracted, so I didn't really... Don't worry about it.
All right, we'll go down.
Let us descend into the lower level.
Do you want point, or do you want me
I'll
to
take
go?
I'll take point.
Screenshots. Okay.
Okay, so you make it down to the flooded lower decks, and you just have to go a little bit down, and sure enough, you get to about chest level, where there's just water in the lower deck, and you can see off in the distance, nowhere near one of the entrances, the telltale spine of a creature sticking out of the water, but it appears quite dead.
You mean like a human skeleton?
Yeah, when you describe the creature?
It looks like a snake-like substance, like it's almost like a sea serpent, and there's like a bump, like a part of it of the snake is peering out from the bottom from the water. So if someone's gonna have to like look down at the water to see what's down there. So it's just you went down and you see like a little bit of a bump. So does anyone like go down to see what's there?
I do.
I'd be willing to go too and do a nature check and see if I recognize it. Or...
Yep. So you look down and you see wedged into the hole on the side of the shore seeker is the head of an enormous sea serpent. Clutched in its jaws is the body of an elfin man wearing an ornate gorget.
Wow.
An axe is firmly embedded in the side of the serpent's head. So it looks like the serpent was eating him while he was killing it and hit it in the head. So you see him half devoured in the serpent, and he's wearing the gauntlet.
Quint!
Pretty rad.
Mission accomplished.
Wow.
So someone will have to, now it looks like it's far enough away that someone will have to hold their breath.
I can hold my breath a long time.
Oh, nice.
knew that was
Good.
coming.
Leslie
I knew
Nielsen
that was
reference.
coming. A long time. You can hold your breath for 5 plus your con. That's how many rounds. It's way less in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Thank you, Erik.
You're welcome.
Way less. It was a joke
Yeah.
in Pathfinder 1st.
I agree.
Still.
It's not that many rounds. Now, a few things to note. It will take you 1 round just to get over to where the body of the sea serpent is. And it looks like it's easy. It's like you don't have to do a check. You can just go under and just swim over there for 1 round. And then it looks like you're going to have to get the body. Probably best to get the body because it's wearing the armor. And I have a picture of what it looks like. Hold on. So you get a better idea.
I was thinking of just putting the whole kit and caboodle into the bag, including the serpent head and the axe and everything.
Yeah, I mean, you can try to grab him and pull him out from the serpent's mouth, and then drag him back with you. You basically need to force open the sea serpent's jaws, and then just drag him out. It looks like
But he's like, that's big. Like he's like Quint in Jaws. You know when Quint dies in Jaws by getting eaten. Like it's that situation.
Yeah. All right. So I'll go down as a security escort because I am not flat-footed in water.
Really? You got skills, huh?
I have skills.
Man, I hope.
I wonder what skill John's stats took for Mr. Peepers. What was that skill that every single person poo-pooed you on when you leveled up to level 2? What was that, John?
It was Underwater Marauder.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
There's no penalties for using blunt or slashing melee weapons, which I have 2 slashing weapons in water. And I'm not flat-footed, so...
See, my solution to that is I use a piercing weapon.
It's just so funny that everyone gave you so much crap for taking that.
I've been in water since we've done
many times.
We've done nothing but water, so...
That's what the sea serpent looks like, by the way. So it's a bit large and a bit scary. So who is going down into the depth?
You know what? I volunteer for that. I mean, Nella might want to because Nella can turn into like a creature of the sea, but Nella can't do much in that form.
Yeah, it can only turn into a small sea creature.
Yeah, you can't really pry up
in terms of getting the jaws open.
Vorteris, he can too, by the way.
Yeah, but
I can do what?
You could turn into a fish.
Yeah, I could. That's literally what I'm looking up right now. I could turn into a fish.
Pest form.
The problem that I see here, because I was also thinking of like, whoa, I mean, could you somehow mage hand it? I think that we're going to have to pry the jaws of that thing open, and that's going to be hard to do as a fish, and it's certainly going to be... I'm assuming Steven's going to rule it like an attended object, so I don't think mage hand is going to work. So I think someone's got to go in there and just like pry it out.
I volunteer for that, and maybe someone can, after I pry open the jaws, someone can mage hand it then or something. Like we'll have to see or play it by ear. But I will volunteer. I'm going to stow my trident and my shield.
The man looks like he weighs a good 200 pounds and he's covered with armor, so he's probably going to sink quickly. I don't think.
Yeah, I'm very strong though, so I think I can.
No, I think a person.
Like,
I'd be willing to help with the jaws of the creature.
Sure.
If you look at the way it's set up, I mean, this is gross, but can you just chop his head off and take it?
You can, but it looks like it's going to be much, much harder to do that.
Well,
don't forget, every time you swing, it uses 2 rounds of breath.
Well, wasn't part of the thing was that they wanted the remains and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, this guy is a king, I think, so we don't want to mess with
a little respect.
Yeah. We can bring it back on a pike. How about that?
So what I could do is I could take a rope and affix it around the body, and then pry the jaws, and then someone else hold the rope so that it's so it doesn't sink.
Yes, I have the ability to grant one of my allies a short burst of physical prowess and strength, but it must be used within 6 seconds of the boon. I'm not sure that's going to help in this case, because how far away is this? I mean, how out of character does it seem like it's going to take multiple actions to get to it? Or
no, it looks like it's about 30 feet swimming underwater, so one round. Okay. It's 30. Well, I'm abstracting. It's one round underwater. Like, think of it this way.
What, like 3 actions though?
It would be 1 action to swim to it, and it's totally underwater, like where the body is. So there's nowhere to like get a breath. Right. And then to actually open or do an attack is going to be 2 rounds of breath. So you get 5 rounds plus your con. So keep in mind, it'll be 1 round to swim there, 1 round to try to open up the jaws, then maybe, 1 round to swim back, and maybe 1 round to grab them. So you have to you got to almost do it. Now, I don't know how many people who has a really good con, and if you run out of breath, you start to drown, and that gets really bad.
Vorteris, does your cantrip, does it have the ability? Can you cast it underwater?
I have difficulty. Are you talking about my physical boost boon? It is no mere cantrip. It is a focused spell of the first circle. I have studied long and hard to be able to cast this innately. Cantrip. Ha!
Sorry for the insult.
Call it a trick.
Yes. So that trick. No.
It has a verbal component. So as to whether that can be done underwater, that's up to Steve.
No.
I'm guessing no. Yeah.
Unless you got some air bubble or something.
But like
I was thinking about that because what I want to know is, can I craft up? And so here's my Rube Goldfarb solution. Wineskin, empty the wine out of wineskin, blow it up like a balloon, maybe put a weight on it, and you have an extra breath of air that you might need at the emergency.
That's clever.
Wow. Nix Knox, always outside the box. That one.
Nix Knox outside the box.
Yeah, that's Nix Knox outside the box. That's great. Actually, I'll totally allow that. You will get 1 extra breath of air if you do that. That is smart thinking.
All right,
Steve. One other quick question. So, help me understand: we could see enough of the spine of that serpent creature? So, am I led to believe that part of this understructure of the boat is not underwater? Like, could you swim out there with your head above the water and then dive down, or just
to a point? But then where they are, like the body is much further down. It's like Jaws. It's exactly
okay.
Like you were actually talking about Quinn. It's actually the first part of Jaws when he goes and he finds the shark at night. It's like just the boat, but then you got to go under to get it out and then come back. So it's on its side. I'm like doing weird stuff, but it's on its side. So think the water. It's like you see the serpent, like part of its body out, but you got to go under to and he's sunk to the bottom of the hole because of his weight and the body of the head. So
okay, I get it.
You can go right up to it, but it's still 1 round to swim down. So.
Yeah, this physical prowess thing is like. Let me read it to you, and you can maybe you'll understand kind of why. It's touch, it's verbal, it's 1 living creature, and its duration is until the end of the target's next turn. So if it takes a round of action, because I know we're kind of abstracting this, I don't really understand. I think the way I'm reading it is you'd run out of time.
He would run out of time. Yeah,
okay.
he'd run.
So I'm going to stop trying to figure out how to give someone a +2.
Unless you can find a diving helmet or put a bucket on your head and make an air around you.
I'm not going to do that.
I feel confident in my skills. I'm very strong and very athletic. So
you have the skills to pay the bills?
I do. So I mean, with Nix Knox's little backup air, I can give someone on this end a rope to hold on to. I'm thinking we'll still try the rope thing, and then I'll swim over there with my end of the rope tied around the body, open up the jaws, and then you can yank it, and I'll swim back.
Who's yanking?
Who's the yank?
All the rest of you guys, right?
Oh,
I can try to help. I'm not very strong, but I mean, I can certainly try.
Do you want to be escorted, Chris, at all, or do you want me back pulling the rope?
Yes, I need my personal guard. Yes.
Okay, I'll just hang on to the rope. I don't need to be pulled by the rope.
Mr. Peepers, take a deep breath.
This is
and don't come up for air until the job is done.
Who's going down?
Me and Mr. Peepers.
Me and
Thorgrim and Mr. Peepers.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Thorgrim. Thorgrim, what is your con?
14. 16. Let me double check.
So you get 8 rounds.
14. I'm sorry, 14.
You get 7 rounds of breath. Mr. Peepers, what's your con?
The same, 14.
All right, good. You actually both get 7. That's actually pretty good. 7 rounds of breath. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. You swim over. Nix-Nox. Is Nix-Nox even anywhere near this water, or is he still on deck, by the way? I'm just curious.
No, I made my contraption. That's my participation. Other than that, I'll grab a rope and I'll help pull, but I'm not getting anywhere near that water.
Yeah, and
I think we're posted up near where the water starts, just trying to help out.
And, I forgot. Did you give that contraption to anyone specifically? Your 1 breath of air, the Nix-Nox. Do you give that to someone, Seth?
Yeah, I give it to Chris is doing that, right?
Thorgrim.
Thorgrim's
doing it. So you'll get that extra. You can hold it in 1 hand.
So in 1 hand I have that, and the other hand I have the rope, and I'm swimming.
All right, you go down. You swim down, swim down, swim. Okay, and Mr. Peepers follows you. Sure enough, you get to a grisly sight. This axe is firmly embedded in the side of this serpent, very deep indeed. You can see how it was killed in 1 blow. However, the serpent has also taken a huge hunk out of what remains of this large man, who wishes to try to force open the sea serpent's jaws.
Well, first thing I do is tie the rope around the skeleton.
Okay, so Thorgrim, you have 5 rounds remaining, as does Peepers. You both do. 5 rounds remaining of breath. Okay, you successfully will tie it around. They'll say it's easy enough that even a dwarf can do it.
And then I will pry open the mouth now.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about.
He rolls a 25. Wow, you guys are really getting good with the rolls. I should have had people vote on the sea serpent.
No.
Oh, well.
Can I do something while he does that?
What are you going to do?
Okay, I'll take the axe out, of course.
Good idea.
Never leave a weapon.
I was going to waste a breath on that, too.
I'm way ahead.
Thorgrim is down to 3 breaths. And because it takes 2 breaths for you to successfully wrench open the jaws without touching any of the razor-sharp spikes on its spine or its massive teeth. And you manage to open it up, and the body limply falls out very carefully. As for Mr. Peepers, the thief, what would be an appropriate for you to get that out?
Probably athletics, I guess. I mean, unless it's strength.
It is pretty much strength, but I'll give you athletics to see if, because your strength stinks. So maybe you could figure out some tricky way to kind of pry it out, if you will.
Right. Okay, so here we go.
17.
Nice.
That's actually pretty good. I'll say that you have 3 rounds of breath left, and you almost got it. You're so close. You're so close to getting that axe out. You think if you did 1 more big heave-ho, you can get it.
Well, we need 2 rounds to get back, right?
1 round.
Oh, well, yeah, sure. I'll keep
How many do I have left? I have like 3 left.
You have 3. You both have 3.
All right, I'll help. I'll do it. I'll try and yank it out with my other.
Really?
Sure.
Oh, boy. Okay.
All right. Athletic.
Here we go. This is going to be funny.
Yours is probably better than mine.
15. Thorgrim fails. He can't get it out. You have 1 breath round left before you start. Oh, my God. Mr. Peepers rolls a 22. All right. You got 1 round of breath left. You're about to turn purple, and the axe pops out, and you're both like, yeah, thumbs up, and you both...
we give the okay underwater.
Right, okay, and then thumbs up. But we're all divers here. Yeah. We know that. Yeah. Okay, and then thumbs up. Yep. Well, that means
I'm out of air.
Oh yeah. Actually,
wait.
Do the turnaround sign. Yeah.
I got the nasty Nix-Nox air in the back.
I think you'd rather just take the damage.
God only knows what was in that wineskin before.
It doesn't
I didn't
taste
want
good.
that.
It does not taste good.
I was not gonna. That's fart air is what we call that.
It's horrific. Well, all right. So I guess we swim back and then
pop up, and you're like, ah, and you're like grasping for air. And sure enough, Mr. Peepers is holding this huge axe that's like half the size of his head in his hands, and he's like, "Victory!"
And we reel in the body with the rope.
Like,
how does Mr. Peepers always come out on top on these things? It's amazing.
Hey, he's picking up the traditional thief weapon. He now has his weapon now.
He's got the luck of Pespada.
Peepers got a peep.
It is unbelievable. It's like Mr. Peepers.
It's free loot. I mean, I am in my element here. I mean,
I think it should be called
He's an underwater marauder.
Everything comes up Peepers is what the name of this should be.
Either that or Cascade!
Cascade! All right, well, you got him tied to the rope. It's just a matter of...
So we reel him in gently.
You reel him in gently. You know, not too much of him falls off.
Let him play a little. Give it a little play. He's going to fight a little.
You know, it's like, it's not too bad. A foot here, a finger there. Hey, maybe you can use one of those extra fingers, Voltaris, and use it on your hand. You can like.
Oh, are there 3? I need 3 fingers on my hand.
He's got a spare ear too, by the way.
Oh, good. I could use that as well.
Okay, you're doing so well. You bring back. You got the gauntlet. You got the body.
You got the axe and the body.
You got an axe. No one's dead. You burned off all the
mold?
The mold?
Is there a way to inspect the axe and look at its magical properties?
Yes, Nixnox, Nella, and Vorteris, take a look at this axe. It's a fire.
Yes. I will hit it with a detect magic now that we're closer.
Well, it appears to be magical. Weird. Both of them appear to be strangely magical. Now that you're closer, there was probably too much water blocking you and just stuff. You didn't have quite enough line of effect, Nella, before. But you do see that they both have strange magical properties, and you think that the magic only works for members of this family, which means you will definitely have to return that axe because it doesn't belong to you.
Wow! We may get a reward, yes.
That's the best thing to do anyway.
May I
Please
hold the
take
axe?
Take it.
Vorteris the Impatient grasped the magical axe. For the first time, he held a true weapon of arcane mastery. Does it feel good, Stephen?
It feels as if
this is the first magic weapon I've ever held.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes! Yes! I've hardly held a weapon since the incident.
The incident.
Yes, we must talk about the incident later.
Yeah, it feels wonderful. It feels as if you are holding power itself. You feel as if almost you could born to wield power, axe, command undead legions. Although we're getting
yes, well, now I feel as I can summarize this appropriately. Here you are, Mr. Peepers. I return the axe to you.
It's like one more step to world domination. I mean,
it is not about world domination. It is about survival and making the most of your time.
It's about my retirement plan, and my retirement plan just encompasses taking over the world.
I've never said that.
Never said it out loud.
All right, let's. I think we're done here. Yes.
Yeah, except as you reach back upstairs, you're dragging along the body. Patty, Mike, Jane, and Stan are on the side, and suddenly Mike and Jane go screaming overboard. Ah! And you hear them screaming and floundering in the water. And Stan and Patty quickly run over and say, "What happened? What?" Ah! And they like scream, and they're getting thrown overboard too. And the captain's like, "We're under attack! We're under attack!"
By what?
What do we see? A kraken?
Roll for combat.
There we go. The roll for combat appropriately is going.
And I'm not last, thank God.
Oh, nice.
Mr. Peepers,
It is always good when Peepers goes first.
Mr. Peepers, you're up first. You just saw poor Mike, poor Stan, poor other unnamed characters fall over the side dead. What do you do?
Wait, they're dead? Or they jumped out?
Wait.
No, they came over and you hear screaming.
I get a perception check of where skeletal hands pulling them or giant tentacles.
That is a good question. Let's do that. That was an action. I will do that for you. Perception 22. You see off into the west, perhaps the remnants of a sea serpent, very similar to the one that just ate
sea serpent.
your friend. What do you do?
When you say remnants, does it look skeletal?
No, you just saw it like appear and disappear. I meant more like a flash, not a
okay,
remnant.
but it looks like a living creature.
Yeah, it's a living creature. It looks like a living creature, you think.
Oh, well, I draw my 2 weapons, 2 short swords.
That's 2 actions.
2 actions, you're done. You're done.
3 actions.
No, that's 2 actions, 1 per sword. Voltaris is done.
Oh, that's right.
Voltaris is up.
I can't do that in 1 action. Dang it.
No, not yet.
Quick draw or something.
You got the feet for it? Nah, you don't.
Now, if you took quick draw instead of underwater nonsense.
Yes.
Can I see any part of this sea creature?
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna just adding them. Okay. Okay, I'll see you go. Yep, sorry, I'm just doing some cleanup. And
No problem.
oh, I screwed up. Hold on. I'm just gonna do it the old way. You have no idea. You can't see anything. So you do not know. You can't see anything. Sorry.
Whoa, that sucks.
Keep in mind, the ship is large and they got pulled over, so the sea serpent could so much as be right next to the ship. So obviously you have to get way closer to the west side to look straight down, or more of a better angle, because you really can't see.
Way closer? You mean closer than the 5 feet that I'm currently away from the edge of the ship? I'm not sure I understand.
Okay, let me draw it on the. Sorry, you're
okay,
correct.
No problem.
Somewhere over there on the red, in that area, they're over there. That's where
I see. Okay.
All the way on the other side of the ship, on the side to the west.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
I hear you. No problem. So I'm going to move. Oh man, I got so many things on my screen here. I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
And the mold comes back now.
So that's 1 move. Hold on, actually. Let me refresh my memory on what my move actually is. Where is that on the thing? Humans...
should be 30, I would think.
30,
right?
yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
Wait,
so,
no,
all right. So then...
you're moving 25.
That's what I thought. It was changed in 2 Okay,
yeah,
so 25. Here's where I get with 1 move. Then I'm going to... Basically, here's what I'm going to do. And with the full knowledge that this is probably stupid, I'm just going to go right up to the edge. And then that's 2 moves. And then for my 3rd action, I'm going to just try and look out at sea and see if I can see anything. So perception.
Voltaris, be careful. Yeah. Use caution.
No, we must be heroes of our chronicle. This is our great opportunity. We must save Nancy and Paul and whatever else their names were.
Mike and Jim and John and Jason.
Yes.
Well, save the captain at least, because I don't know how to drive this boat.
Oh, neither do I. That's it. I'm done. Do I see anything?
Yeah.
You
see serpent right there.
2 sea serpents, 1 right near you. You'll see sea serpent number 4 and sea serpent number 8. Don't worry about that numbering. There can't be more than 8 in the water then. Thorgrim is up. Thorgrim, you can't see them, but...
I know where the action is. Yeah.
You know where the action is, and Voltaris could probably, as a free action, can say, "Oh no!"
Yeah, I'm going to point him out then. Oh, there's 2 in the water over here. My allies, come.
Okay. I will do what I always do first, which is
run away.
Nope. Equip my
mirror
shield.
image.
Equip my shield. And actually, no. I'm not gonna equip my shield. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna move first. Let's do that.
Okay.
So that's 5.
Yep.
15.
Yep.
20.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep moving.
That's a good place to be on the gangplank, right over the
water.
That's like, might as well just stand there and fight. Worst thing that happens, you fall in the water. How bad could that be?
A guy in plate armor standing on a thick plank of wood.
I know, it probably breaks when I fall. What do I see it from here?
Yeah,
or no?
You can see them.
Okay, and it looks like it's like out a little bit, so it's like I can't really melee it, right?
Oh no! You definitely can't melee from here, and it looks like they're ripping those bodies to shreds. Do I have some blood I can draw on the screen?
All right, so I'm actually going to draw. Then at this point, I will draw one of my javelins, and I'm done.
It's covered in blood. You can't even see the poor creature.
And I do yell out, Nix Nox, and now, Mr. Peepers, there's sea serpents on the side, on the starboard side of our vessel.
Sea serpent sees Mr. Thorgrim. What do you know? Thorgrim, your AC is 20, not 22, because your shield is
that's correct.
Not raised.
Yeah, I don't even have shield in my hand at all.
Sea serpent moves back a bit and decides to hit you in the... Let's see.
Yeesh, I don't like it again back from there.
It moves back. It whips up and throws water at your face.
What do you mean it throws?
It water?
It spits. Fine.
Water spout.
Water in your face. It's literally called water spout. Let's see. Will a 24
barely
hit your AC of 20?
Barely.
You take 2 points of damage. Oh, I forgot. Give me a fortitude save.
Oh no, for drowning.
Oh yes. 13. That is really, really bad. Do you wish to roll again and use your hero point before I tell you what happens?
Yes.
Okay. Your hero point is gone.
That's more like it.
24. For
solid
a second 24. There, you felt as if some of the algae from the sea, how apropos, is about to go up your nose as you're going to breathe in the water from the spout, and it would have been doing terrible, terrible things to you.
Some plankton.
But don't worry, it gets to use it again on you.
Great. You get the minus.
-5. And he rolls a 5, which is a critical miss. Nix Nox is up next. Nix Nox definitely saw that, and even Nix Nox can almost see it from where he is. He probably has to get onto the other ship to see it clearly. But Nix Nox, you love this. Fighting in the water, on an ocean, on a sea vessel. What more could you ever want in your life?
It's everything I signed up for the Black Lodge for. It's everything I signed up for. Talk to me about the forecastle. This front part of the ship, is that actually raised up so it's even further away from the water? Like, are those stairs real? Or is it just...
and if you go up the stairs, they're difficult terrain, or down the stairs. So
all right, I'm using my entire 3 actions to get me to here.
You got it. You are all the way up there. They see you, and you see each other quite nicely.
Okay, but I'm that extra distance away from them, right?
Yes, you are. Sea Serpent number 4 sees Voltaris right there, looking right at him. He doesn't even have to move. He can just water spout right into Voltaris' face. Why, you don't like that?
Well, I think this will be fun. AC 11. Good luck.
AC 11. He rolls an 18.
Oh, that's not good.
He hits you for 1 point of damage.
However,
it's just a spray of water, a mist, if you will. Fortitude save, though.
Okay, hold on.
Don't worry.
That's probably your best save.
It's probably
22.
Nice job.
Voltaris feels fine. The sea serpent decides to take things a little bit more serious.
He doesn't need to.
Closer. And decides to reach out and bite you.
Great.
It has 10-foot reach. It tries to bite you with its jaws.
Cool.
14.
That hits.
4 points of damage.
Ouch.
Good news is that it's ran out of actions, so it doesn't have time to grab you.
Yeah, that is good news.
And pull you under the sea.
That is good news.
Under the sea. You might want to get away from the side.
So the other good news is it's actually close now.
Yes, it is. Nella's up.
All right. Action 1 is just going to be a straight up move. Action 2 is going to be a move. And then I guess since I can't really do an attack, action 3 is going to be to use the mast to take cover.
You got it. You're taking cover. Now,
Nice.
before we start the next round, I want to see everybody. Are you rooting for the PCs?
Yeah.
Or is the audience rooting for the sea serpents? Because things might happen.
The
sea serpents, they're mean. Look at this. They're trying to kill them. They can constrict them. I even use some of the special attacks yet.
No, everyone wants to root for
sea serpent. Oh, we got one for the sea serpent.
The sea serpents are slimy and nasty.
Ooh, 3 for PCs. So sea serpent t-shirt. That's Jason. Jason, you're voting against your own party. Wow. Guys, people like you. Who would have thunk?
Thank goodness.
Oh my God.
I think we're very likable.
I think you're very pathetic.
Well,
how dare you?
Likable.
Yeah,
sure.
Such a fine line.
It is a fine line. Oh, well, wow. Man, it's overwhelming that people want the PCs to win.
I was going to say, if they rooted for the sea serpent, we might have had some more internet connection problems.
Suddenly everyone goes away. Clink! Hey, where'd everyone go? Oh, that's a good one. All the PCs except Mr. Peepers. That is accurate. I like that one. Peepers as a blood sacrifice. You know, if you throw Mr. Peepers overboard and he gets eaten, that might just happen. I'm telling you that right now.
We're donating one member of the party.
That's right. Hey, man, you know, it's got to be short.
Well,
Mr.
Mr. Peepers has a charmed life, so he can use a little hardship here.
I guarantee he'd be thrown overboard. You'd see him get devoured by the sea serpents. You'd get back to port, and he'd be sitting there waiting for you on the dock. And you'd be like, what? What? He's like, boy, do I got a tale for you, because that is how Mr. Peepers...
They swallowed me whole, and
by the way, for those of you who think we have 30 minutes left, we can go past 10 because nothing comes after us, but this will be probably the end after this. So for those of you who want to go to sleep or have something else, we will hopefully wrap up around 10. So, Mr. Peepers, you're up.
I am going to 2 moves to get to... That's exactly 50.
Took my spot.
He took Thorgrim's spot. Okay, Mr. Peepers, you're right here. You got your 2 swords in hand.
Do you really want that spot?
No, go ahead. It's too late. Yeah.
All right. And I whap him with the sword.
All right. I'll say he's a little bit far down, so he's got a little bit of cover because he's actually doing a little reach, but I'll give it to you since the PCs. I'm going to give it to you because the PCs, they want PCs to win, so I'm going to make him closer than he should be. 27! Holy smoles!
Nice.
You know what that is?
Critical hit.
Critical hit.
Critical hit! Holy moly!
Did I do a critical hit? I didn't even know how to do that.
God damn, charmed life. Holy
Is it flat-footed? Maybe you get some sneak attack somehow? No.
No, it's not flat-footed. It didn't. If it grabbed him, ironically, it would have been flat-footed, but it didn't. Voltaire's, the sea serpent opens its jaw, roaring.
Voltaire's jump into his mouth so he can get
Nope. I did 18 damage, and it's still alive.
Still alive? God, of course. This thing is
Level 2.
Yeah, well,
Voltaire's moves up here onto the forecastle, hopes that that thing doesn't have attack of opportunity.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's 2 actions, though, because that's difficult terrain stairs.
Sorry.
That's your rules. Not mine.
There you go.
Yeah, that's fine. 1 action. No attack of opportunity.
Okay, cool. Can I still see him? Because his face was up by... Okay, good.
Yeah,
then I'm
going to... a little bit of cover from that boat, I'll say. Just a little.
That's fine. I just need to be able to target him.
Oh,
so I'm going to use a 2-action spell then called Agitate, and I'm going to cast it on him. And there you go. He's got to do a will saving throw. If he fails, he's going to have to move around in addition to whatever else he does or take some pretty significant mental damage.
All right, so during the duration, the target must strike at least once or take blah, blah, blah. So wait, first I do the saving throw, and if he fails, then he has to strike, because we did this last game, and since it's a brand new spell from Lost Omens, we have to figure it out. So
So he's got to make the saving throw, and then I've got the little, target is saved.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
So he critically failed.
I critically failure.
Nice.
It's so that's a 1. He rolled a 1.
That is awesome. So the duration is 4 rounds. So it says you send your target's mind and body into overdrive, forcing it to become restless and hyperactive. During the duration, so for 4 rounds, the target must stride at least once each turn or take 2d8 mental damage that turn. The duration of this effect depends on the target's will save. So basically, you have to stride or you take damage.
For 4 rounds. I don't think it's going to last that long, so I'm not too worried.
I've never been more relieved to hear someone say that.
Until the next 4 show up. Thorgrim is up.
All right, so Thorgrim's like, tactically, all right, I have a weapon in hand, and I shall use it.
There's space. There's space for you, Thorgrim.
True, but this one over this number 8 is 30 feet away. I'm going to throw my javelin at it.
Well, it's one action to take out the javelin.
No, I had one in my hand from the last round.
You did?
Yes.
Yeah, he brought it up.
Was it your javelin or your trident? Which
javelin.
And never see again. Okay, javelin.
Exactly. That's why it's not crazy. The trident, because I would like to keep that.
Go crazy. Go crazy. So good. 17.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good.
All right, so
my
next
that's 5 points of damage minimum.
Number 8. For my next action, I draw another javelin and I throw that one.
Yes.
-4, I think. Yes, -4. -5.
I put in the -5.
Yeah. Oh, if 12. That would have hit if you didn't have the -5 though, but you missed. So 1 in its mouth, its face, and
I will harpoon it.
With that, it decides that you are definitely going to be its next meal. It decides to water spout you.
This is the one that's adjacent to Mr. Peepers?
Number 8. No, number
trying to water spout me, but I have full plate mail, so
I know.
I laugh as I take a shower.
Yeah, it tries to hit you, and actually it's a critical miss. Whoops, that's the wrong sound effect. There we go. The critical miss sound effect, and it's like, it gets angry and swirls a big loogie in its mouth and tries to strike at you again. 13.
Nope.
And this time it decides to do something sneaky. It swims, but then disappears under the water. Oh no.
Uh-oh. She went below. I don't know if she's
but
very smart or stupid.
Wrong genre.
It's very smart as far as I'm concerned.
That's very smart, them sippets.
All right. This isn't going to be as good as I thought it was going to be because he went away before I could attack him. But
there's
Nix
one
Nox
right next to me.
Oh yes, Nix Nox focuses his sorceress primal energies, summoning the element of electricity, and glows like St. Elmo's fire, and strikes a lightning, a shock of lightning from him to that sea serpent that's 50 feet away.
Do you do it for hate's sake?
I do.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just electric art.
From hell's hot.
From hell's
hot.
Stab at thee. All right, hold on. We all know the same movies. Reflex save.
Dick.
25. Ooh. Critical success. It does
screw you.
0 damage.
It's Moby Dick or Wrath.
I'm disappointed. Nix Nox is disappointed.
Are you done?
And he's done.
There's no minuses for being in the water for crying out loud.
He rolled a natural 20 just for that. This sea serpent's going full bore on this.
Oh, yeah. Just for that. Oh, yeah. Like, it wasn't going to attack me.
Sounds good.
Oh, boy. Oh,
Mr. Peeper says, bring it on, he says.
Okay. Are you ready?
How's it attacking?
What?
How's it attacking?
It's using a spine rake. It is an attack and a move in one. So screw you, Erik Mona.
Is it a stride?
It is a swim and stride at the same time.
All right. Okay.
One. So
what is a stride exactly?
It's just a single move action.
It's a move. It's a move. So So the young sea serpent extends its spines along its back and strides or swims. Each creature the serpent is adjacent to at any point during its movement will take 1d4 plus 2 slashing damage with a reflex save. Are you ready for its stride?
I'm ready.
3. That's right.
Whoa,
It came
it's up on the ship.
It came onto the ship. That's right,
man.
suckers. It came up and starts to slide across the ship. And Mr. Peepers and Nella, you guys are like, what the hell? And give me...
Knox, we have an amphibian aboard.
This is exciting.
Nick Knox.
It both give me reflex saves. It can do that.
Creature.
It just moves way slower when it's on board. Oh my god, Mr. Peepers! I don't even. I hate you.
How much damage do I take?
You take no damage as you critically succeed with the 26. You piece of crap. And
that's his thing.
Oh god. Do I get any benefit? Do I get any benefit from having taken cover or not? Just yeah, you make it. You get half damage, so you just take 2 points of damage. Oh, okay. And but the bad news is then that was only 2 actions. So for its 3rd action, it decides to bite Mr. Peepers. Oh,
or does it roll 16?
It rolls a 20. It rolled 18 plus 9, so it's final 6 points.
Yeah, barely hit me.
Barely hit you, but I want to see them damage. I don't see damage on you. You're in charge of your own damage. Nella's up.
Is it 5 or 6?
6 points of damage. Yep. All right,
Plus
now that we know these guys can come on the boat,
takes
I'm going to go ahead and cast Shillelagh. I assume in this brave new world they don't have it. They aren't going to have attacks of opportunity, or at least I'll take the risk. And then I'm going to take a swing at him. Oh no! Seen two-handed against water, barely. It's not undead, so you only does 4 points minimum damage, right? How did you do that? You rolled so poorly. You rolled a 2 and a 8. Yep, plus 1. That is terrible. That happens. Mr. Peepers, you're up. You are covered in venom.
We wasted all our good rolls on the gamma.
Am I covered with venom?
We really did.
You did roll. Yeah, no, you wasted all your good rolls. Mr. Peepers, you're up. It's 10 feet from you. What are you going to do?
All right, well,
look at that flanking. Look at that.
Yeah.
Flanking.
Oh, he doesn't have a melee weapon, though.
Doesn't matter. You get your sneak attack damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You should always be looking for that, by the way, Mr. Peepers. Just saying.
Well, Mr. Peepers does. Jean is the blessed fellow because he plays better than all of us, and he doesn't know the rules at all.
Did you actually?
I thought he needed flanking. You don't need a melee weapon on the other side.
He has a melee weapon. He has a
big
I
stick.
have my staff out. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought Shillelagh was a spell.
No. It is a spell, but it creates a magical shit.
All right, wasting time berating John. Let's keep going.
Jesus Christ. All right, so I'm going to attack with the short sword.
24. You hit plus extra damage. 8 points of damage.
Wow, nice.
And I'm going to use my second follow-up attack, which is only at -2 because he is flat-footed.
Well, yes, or I do it that. However you want to do it, that's correct.
I'll just attack.
And you get a bonus for flanking too. Right?
Yeah. Well, you can't. It's the same bonus. You can't get more. It's flat-footed. He gets flat-footed for flanking and flat-footed for your thing. So it's not just roll.
So it's a -3 instead of.
All right. So there's no negatives.
You hit.
I just rolled.
Yeah, you actually still hit.
Okay.
Wow. Mr.
And you do
Peepers.
9 points of damage.
He's a hero.
Good job.
Is it dead?
It's dead. You killed the sea serpent, you piece of crap.
What? Isn't that what I'm supposed to do? For crying out loud.
He don't like it. He don't like it when you kill stuff.
Otaris is up. Mr. Peepers, the charmed one, once again.
And I don't see any creatures or any enemies.
The other one went away. This is the only one we have
to kill. Don't worry about the other one. Where could it possibly gone?
It really doesn't matter. I walk up here and stand right in front of the captain, and I'm like, "Stay behind me. I will protect you. You have the entire Pathfinder society keeping you safe." And I'm going to try to make a diplomacy check.
What?
To ingratiate myself with her. I got a 17.
She already has a little bit of a shine to you, if you know what I mean. So she's
excellent.
She's like, you might be old man, but you appear to be a pretty spry old man, if you know what I mean.
And I've had plenty of time to self-practice.
Oh my god.
I'm that's it for me.
Well, this is the late show after all.
I mean, I guess, I do have technically one more action, so I'm just going to do a perception check to see if I can see anything out in the...
I will do it for you.
That's a good idea, actually. That's a really good idea.
You do not see anything.
Okay. I cannot see it!
Thorgrim is up. It went under the boat. It's under the boat!
Right. Well, does it have 3 barrels on it?
It has 3 barrels!
It does not have a barrel on it at all.
I wish it had a barrel on it. All right, so I am going to then take this time to equip my shield. I'm going to take another action to draw my trusty trident.
Yes.
And I am going to try and bait it out, actually.
Nice.
Wow.
I'll stand over there.
Wave your hiney at the water.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Good job. Are you done?
I'm done. Nick Stocks, kill it if you see it. It's gonna come. Oh, there it is.
It is behind us.
He's in the house.
Clever girl.
Exactly.
It does the same thing. It swam under the boat, climbed up the side, and did the spike rake, shaking and swimming and trying to hit you in every way possible. Give me a reflex save, Mr. Peepers and Nella. Nella with a 25. Mr. Peepers, he finally blows it. He rolls a
really?
13 and fails.
Is this the point where the GM forgets that I have halfling luck and I may re-roll a saving throw once a day?
Nice.
I hate you, Mr. Peepers. My nemesis. 14.
Oh, 14. I have to take a 14.
14 actually was good enough, unfortunately.
Oh my god, did 13 miss? Did 13 miss?
Yeah, 13 miss, 14 good.
Yeah, 14 was good.
Dude!
Okay, that's halfling luck right there.
Don't forget you have a hero point if you need to do it again.
Oh yeah, it's in my pocket.
It's in the pocket. Mr. Peepers takes 3 points of damage. Nella takes 0 damage because she totally got out of the way.
Nice.
Nella, Nix Nox is up. Nix Nox is doing what he does best, hiding.
Yep, staying out of trouble.
You're up.
Shoot her! Shoot her!
Shoot them. Shoot
It
them.
is 40 feet away, which is annoyingly 10 feet further than I want him to be.
You have your wizard, you have your sorcerer ways though, no?
Yeah, I do have my sorcerer ways, but my sorcerer ways, I need an extra 10 feet or I need another action. So I'm gonna have to do a chump move. Sadly, let's see. Maybe I should move up and just do it. Maybe that's what I should do. I should just get in there. Should I just get in there? I should probably just get in there. All right. So let me see about this. 25 feet will get me next to Thorgrim. So I'm gonna. It's difficult terrain going up and down those stairs. Yep. Both.
Yeah, all stairs are difficult terrain.
All right. So at a move of 25 feet, and that's difficult terrain, going in a straight line toward Thorgrim, where does that put me?
20, 25. Right there. That's 25 feet.
Let's see. All right. And that puts me 20 feet away from Mr. Sea Serpent.
Yeah, you're fine.
Fire or electricity? Which do we like? Do we like fire or do we like electricity?
We love them both.
What does the chat say? Does the chat like fire or electricity?
Oh, here we go. Chat. Should Nix Nox use elemental fire to kill the
burn it or electrocute it? Fire. I see a lot of fire. All right.
I see fire. Electricity, fire. Let's see.
Fire. I see fire.
Wait, it's tied.
It is tied. It is tied, isn't it?
Hugs.
No, hugs.
Go give it a hug.
I did electricity last time, so I'm gonna go fire. I'm gonna use my special my disappointingly not as mighty as it really should be, considering it's all special. Special focus spell, elemental toss. I'm gonna toss fire in its face.
You got it. Fire.
Do you have to roll a hit?
It was actually really close.
Yeah, I have to roll.
Fire won by like 1.
That was my vote.
It's now tied again.
I voted.
No, it's too late.
Now it's giving me trouble selecting myself. Hold on a second.
Oh, I can do it for you.
I got it. Elemental toss.
elemental.
Does it automatically put in my attack bonus, and this is just an added thing that I don't have to worry about?
It does automatically, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just hitting it.
Attack is a 16, and that will hit.
Nice.
Good.
You flick your wrist, you roll, and you deal, holy moly, 8 points of damage.
Thank you, everyone in chat. You advised me correctly.
We like you.
It does not like that fire. Nella is up.
Does it go on fire? No.
No, it doesn't do. It's only on a critical hit. It actually not an elemental total.
Does double damage.
It does double damage, but
and it is fire for me because fire is my element. That's a new to me.
You are made of fire.
I'm going to take a guarded step to try to reset the flanking, and I'm going to go ahead and attack.
Okay. A 10 will not do it.
You know what? I'm going to hero point that.
Oh.
Nice job.
Cheetah.
The hero point didn't do much better.
Cheetahs never prosper.
Well, at this point, I have a third action, nothing to do with it, so I'm going to try one more attack.
Those of you who listen to Dead Sons, you will know where that cheater voice came from 2 years ago.
And that's even worse.
Oh,
Cheetahs never prosper.
Well, that was a waste of a round.
A waste of a round for the cheetah.
It was a try. It was a good try.
Mr. Peepas is up.
I'm actually not going to move there for flanking, so Thorgrim can get in there. I don't.
Oh, thank you. You'll probably finish it off, but thank you.
I've got 2 hits to get through first, so I'm going to attack with a short sword.
26.
It's not a crit.
It's a crit. Yeah, that's what the green number is. That's
10 over. Okay, let's add up that damage. Wow.
8 damage.
25 damage.
20 damage. 20 damage.
Oh, 20 damage. Oh my god.
5 plus 20?
It's you rolled a 6 and a 4 times 2. You did 20 points of damage.
Oh my god. What a shot.
It rolls everything. It's just the way the program does it. It rolls the damage. It rolls critical separately because it can't save variables, and then it rolls sneak attack separately too. You don't get sneak attack. Oh, Mr. Peepers, if you flanked, you could have gotten the sneak, but you didn't.
All right. Well, I am going to
purposely didn't.
I'd rather him have flanking. I'm going to attack again with my twin feint.
If you roll above a 20, I'm going to be congratulatory. Let's
is that what you were going to say?
Yeah.
You're going to say congratulatory.
Him overboard. I already know what's going to happen. Mr. Peoples is going to
go
go
minuses.
A 15.
Probably a 13 at least. Okay.
Yeah, all right. No, you plus the minus. You miss.
Okay, and for my third attack.
Oh, God.
That's right. You got dual wield going. That's awesome.
Yeah, but that's a -8.
This is a full -8. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big.
Almost though.
Yeah.
Not out of the realm.
Not really.
I selflessly left the spot open for you there, Thorgrim.
Vorteris, he sees the serpent right in front of him.
I am going to use 2 of my actions to cast Daze on the creature.
Oh, lordy.
It's a will saving throw.
Vorteris, allow me the glory of the kill.
Oh, no.
No, that's not very good. So that is a failed saving throw, and what that means is you take full damage, which, because of my intelligence, is +4. You take 4 points of damage as the creature's mind becomes hazed and takes mental damage. 4 points.
No!
The glory it gets hit with the daze. It's like, oh,
and then I am going to, it is defeated, and I'm gonna give a big hug to the captain, and again try to throw another diplomacy check.
Oh no, she just hugs you back and gives you a big old kiss right on the mouth.
Okay, it's probably pretty gross because some of those teeth are rotting.
Oh, and she doesn't care. She's a dwarf. She's actually.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
Hey.
I like how you killed the monster. You just filled it with self-doubt. So
that's right.
Gave up on life.
I had to deal with that self-doubt for 6 decades myself, and now it is good to share it with an evil creature of the sea.
See, so Voltairus, he's winning in gambling, He's got the girl, and he killed the creature.
This is going to be one for the Chronicles.
Does he also have his hand on the wheel and another one on a mug of ale or something like that? Like he's in a beer
one of his hands is around the shoulders of the dwarf captain because they're having their moments. And then the other hand is, it's on the wheel.
For Terrence, please, in your chronicle, remember to mention my skillful javelin throw.
Yes, I will be sure to do that, Thorgrim.
Don't forget it. It's easily forgettable, but you can't forget.
We shall all live eternally in legend lore.
But me more so. Ha!
I will live eternally in the literal sense, but we will all have posthumous fame.
All right, so do we have enough crew to actually sail the ship? Actually, I'll look over and see if there's any survivors. I mean, are they just dead?
They're alive. What? Maybe
I have to do my due diligence to leave.
Cut open those sea serpents and have them come out like in Jaws. It's all coming back to Jaws and the body.
Yeah, there's like license plates.
Yeah, right.
I don't want that the body of that boy to spill out all over the dock, though.
That's right. That'd be gross. Too much.
Never mind all that. I'm searching the bodies for treasure.
Oh God! You find some of the remnants of the deckhands in the gullet.
Check their pockets.
Let me know if you find any copper coins.
They're quite dead.
Yeah, there's no component of these beasties that would be good for. I can't render it for good oil or anything that. Okay.
And the captain's like, oh, poor Mike, Patty, Stan, and Jane. I'll tell you a secret of the old sea. Always give your deckhands only one name, so you don't get too attached.
Right. Try to make sure they're as ethnically correct as possible.
Well,
for the lands of the
and as boring as possible as well.
All right, let's just get back to civilization.
Right.
I've got quite a chronicle to write.
Yes. And it's like, well, you five will make enough of the crew to get back. Let us leave this accursed place and feast on sea serpent tonight. Yum yum yum.
Oh, that's true. We can.
Taxidermy man gonna have a heart attack when he sees what we brung him.
And with that, you sail back to port, and you return back to the Venture Captain. Oh, we can do that real quick, hey, because we got that map.
Yay! We got the stink off of us.
Nixnox, as always, can you use your magics to clean my armor? I'm filthy from
absolutely
sea slime and salt water and everything else.
Can that go around a little bit?
Oh yeah.
Clean
it all up.
The salt of the sea. And with that, he looks at you all delighted, and with the body, who's mostly intact, with the gauntlet and the axe. And he's like, oh, this will greatly please the Grinskelders. Thank you. I'll make sure you're all on the list for a very special event coming up soon. I can't tell you what the event is, but let's just say these might come in handy. And with that, he gives each of you a vial of lesser winter wolf elixirs.
Ooh, what is that?
Look up on internet.
I will actually tell you a secret, is that I think Adventure 1-10. Oh, that's it. Yes, Adventure 1-10, Tarbreaker's Trail. You will use the boon you get in this adventure in that adventure. It changes, so... That is one of the cool aspects of this quest. And with that, you have successfully found the gauntlet, and Vorteris is quickly becoming a legend in his own time after just 2 quests.
In his own mind, anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
In his own time.
He's got a good hype man when it comes to the Pathfinder Chronicles.
Yeah.
Yes. Man, it's a shame. I will tell you real quick, that water spout, if you failed the roll, Chris.
Yeah.
would have been confused.
Oh, that's not good.
Which means you would have started attacking your own
others or attack myself or stand there.
No. It's much better in Pathfinder.
Damage.
All you do is attack randomly other people.
It wouldn't matter because I can't hit anyway. So
actually, it's Chris. So
I can't roll like a Mr. Peepers.
He would have put his shield up in front of random people.
That's
right. He would have ran up and slapped them hardly with his hand.
I would have critically missed and healed them instead.
Yes, he would have like, I give you lay on hands, and I give you lay on hands, and you too, good sir.
All right.
Yes, nice. You successfully completed. Oh my God, it's 9:55. We did it.
Wow, perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
First time.
Woo, ever. Well, that was a good warm-up adventure. Let's start the real one now.
Right.
No. But I hope everyone...
Rise of the Rune Lords. Let's go.
So let's do the final vote, Twitch viewers. Who was the MVP? Who deserves the special reward at the end of this adventure? Let's see. Was it Nella, who became a fish and swam in the water after losing the cards? Was it Thorgrim, who never got his chance to gamble? Was it Mr. Peepers, who leads nothing but a charmed life?
Peepers won every roll practically of the whole thing.
Nix Knox, who was able to craft a fart skin full of air and was able to hide nearly the entire adventure as he hates water? Or was it Voteris, who seemed to win the whole adventure all by himself?
Certainly won the heart of the captain.
Let's see. Oh, a lot of people like Peepers.
Yeah, Peepers is on fire.
Peepers. Unfortunately, Mr. Peepers. Oh, I got one boy. Thank you. The deckhand, Mike, the deckhand, Nick Knox, the dog. Hey, that's Jason. Jason, once again, screwing up the vote.
Sorry.
Thorgrim, you're getting some love. Oh, my God. The people love you, Chris.
One of those votes is me, so.
Oh, cheat.
Rojan 333.
Yeah,
no, that's me.
Yeah, that's okay. You know, this wasn't one of Nick Knox's best adventures, but if you listen to the podcast, Nick Knox has a lot of shenanigans in some of the other adventures, especially the one we just posted. Was in 1-12 when we went to the city, where Mr. Peepers got the tattoo, but.
I didn't do so well in that adventure. This was a charmed adventure. I'll take all the high rolls I can get.
Peepers does fabulously in every adventure.
He does. It's kind of unbelievable. It's pretty close. Voteris definitely won, but Thorgrim's a close second, and Peepers a distant third. And,
not really.
They're all good on the All-Star team.
Yes, they're all good. But it's these water adventures. It's funny. I look through them. I'm like, water adventure. They're all water adventures. It just seems to be the theme this season.
We'll take whatever we can get.
Every season, you guys.
It's not the year of the open road. It should be called the year of the open sea, because every adventure is on the water this season.
It's a great blue watery road, is the sea.
No kidding. But anyhow, everyone, thanks for joining us, listening. Again, if you like what you see, join us at Roll for Combat. Listen to the podcast. Comes out every single week. You can find it anywhere and everywhere podcasts are. You can find it on YouTube. A lot of people like to listen to it on YouTube. We basically just put the podcast on YouTube. You can find it there. Definitely check out our Discord channel. We got thousands of people actually on our Discord channel. It's quite large, huge community. We run approximately one new Pathfinder or Starfinder Society game every 3 days. We start a new table. So there's a lot of tables on there. So if you're looking for games and you like what you've been doing at PaizoCon, check it out. You can keep doing that. We do both play by post and over live games like VTT games like Roll20 or any other VTTs. And of course, thank you, Erik, and thank you for having PaizoCon online because everyone's loving it.
It's been a great response, and thank you guys for having me on the stream. I really appreciate the opportunity to game with you guys, and thanks everybody for watching and participating in PaizoCon online.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a shame that we couldn't do it in person, but next time, next best thing.
Yeah,
I know.
But thank you so much. And with that, I think we'll all say adieu because it is actually 10 o'clock. I can't believe it. We did it right.
That's amazing. We never do it. I mean,
that's 3 hours.
Punctuality you speak there.
That is amazing.
Amazing. It never happens. So, again, thank you all. And I'll see you all in the future. And have everyone a good PaizoCon.
Have a great convention, everyone. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat, Tales from the Black Lodge. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, always remember, it's all fun and games until the healer runs out of spells.